What's up, Hallowmaniacs? We've got a great video for you today. We are on the search for Halloween animatronics at the Home Depot. There's supposed to be an awesome lineup. We're going to take you to a couple of different store locations and see what we can find. So if you love Halloween animatronics, tag along with us.
All right, Hallowmaniacs, it's that time of year, and we are so happy because Halloween is here.
When you see the animatronics and the Halloween decor, you know it's crunch time.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to see too much at Home Depot, but we started to see, and here was this big skeleton right here. And
big old guy.
Yeah, I think he's definitely needs to be set up. So they're kind of in the midst of setting some things up, but they had some things out. We had to capture it, which then sparked us to go to 2 more additional stores. So we went to 3 stores total.
And the crazy thing about it is every store had different stuff out on the sales floor. So it was nothing kind of standard across the board. There was some variation with every location we went to.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot of licensed products.
Yes.
You'll see there's a lot of different animatronics, like the leprechaun that we're going to show you, Jack Skellington products. I mean, there's just all kinds here.
All across the board. And look at this big guy. I mean, some of these pieces were massive.
This one, it gets up, it's actually 15 feet tall, so that little person there is kind of like a human scale to what is supposed to be like against this kind of giant size animated, was it the gruesome grounds? I mean, it looks like a big scarecrow and it lights up. I mean, it looks pretty awesome to me.
Yeah, they're going all in with the size of some of these animatronics, and they're just kind of keep taking it to the next level year upon year, it seems.
I'm telling you, I'm calling it. It's going to be a 50-foot animatronic in a few years.
I think you said 20 in the other video, and I kind of chuckled, but given that some of these are 12, 15 feet plus, I don't think you're too far off.
No, they even have 20 feet inflatables now.
Oh, well, there you go. There you have it.
That's why it's got to go 50 now. But back to the skeleton. This is really cool. You can even you can change the color and the shape and the look of the eyes. So you can kind of customize it to how you want it to be.
Yeah, Skelly with life eyes. So it's got that cool kind of effect, you know, through the eye sockets and kind of showing that interesting display. Pretty cool.
I like the blue ones.
Oh, for sure.
There are so many cool ones too. Here they had this jack-o'-lantern, 45, pretty much.
Yeah, $45. Yeah. I think he's 20 inches. Pretty big guy.
He is. And there's a lot of jack-o'-lanterns out. You're going to see there's smaller ones, medium ones, this large one. So if you are in the hunt for a new jack-o'-lantern, you're going to want to definitely check this out. But let's go ahead and show you some of the animatronics that they do have. That made me jump too. Okay, let's see. Does this one work? How did you get to? Oh, the hand.
It's Friday.
So those were kind of some interesting animatronics. We'll try and show you some of the prices right here. Those crows and that little dog, those are both $17.98. They have some interesting soundtrack, but here we're going to show you a really cool witch animatronic. So check this one out. Okay, so one thing I noticed, there's a lot of jump scares.
A lot of jump scares, and the one kind of irritating thing is, man, that witch's jaw was clicking like crazy.
She might have TMJ. No, I'm kidding.
Just a tad of TMJ, my gosh.
As somebody who has TMJ.
Yeah, I know, right?
I hope I don't get like that, but
Oh,
yes.
man, craziness.
But here, and there was a lot of animatronics that are they're set up, but they were not hooked up yet.
Yeah, not everything's fully functional, right? Like this Grim Reaper, there's a bunch of other ones that we found as well that were not in complete working order.
But maybe if you have checked out the animatronics online and there's a certain one that you're looking out for, you may want to, given some certain stock situations, you may want to head to your local Home Depot and check it out and pick it up if you know that you have one in mind that you want.
Yeah, I mean, Home Depot really is bringing a solid lineup of animatronics and outside decor. It's just not everything is exactly the same as far as setup. All three locations we saw kind of different things on the sales floor with display.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it just kind of makes you wonder, are they going to be able to put out everything? I don't think they really can. There's tons of stuff, and it's limited space. So I think they're going to probably highlight key points. What do you think?
Yeah, or maybe even rotate it between different stores and kind of have certain ones. I did notice a lot of archway type of decorations.
Yes.
And this one right here, because it looked like a blow mold type of archway, and I liked that it had kind of almost like bones and hands and everything all intertwined in it. But we wanted to go to another store here, and we are glad that we did, because here, look at who is standing there.
Oh, Chucky and Tiffany.
Yep, these are really awesome to see. And again, they weren't hooked up. I'm not sure. I want to say, I think they are definitely animatronics. You'll see the prices here on them, which I say they better be in movement for those prices.
Absolutely,
but I am always a fan of Chucky. I like seeing it. Tiffany, she's a great character as well to the franchise.
They're both creepy, right?
Yep. I would not want to be in a dark room with those
two. No, definitely not.
But they're priced both at $229 each. So definitely great to see some licensed product. You're going to see even more from here. We talked about that there's a leprechaun. There's actually some from the Gremlins. Here was a non-licensed, but it's like a little Grim Reaper product. So this, again, it was not hooked up, but that's kind of cool.
I don't even know if we could say little. That guy looks pretty big.
Yeah, I know. It's a camera angle.
Yeah,
no,
there you go.
It was big.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. Here we had a little cute dog. So you gotta have some cute things too. There's cutesy Halloween, and then there's a scary Halloween. What do you like best?
Scary, of course.
I knew it. Me too, though. I want to be scared.
Absolutely.
Some great other light up kind of decor here as well. These do not make any sound, but they do have the light up eyes and everything. So this one was kind of I don't want to be a creepy bartender.
Yeah, looks like it.
Look, he's pouring you a drink, but $34.98, pretty close to 35. But
pouring you your last drink ever.
Ooh, arsenic.
Absolutely.
They also had a little skeleton here.
These guys were cool.
Yeah.
I think they were like 7 feet tall. They stack 7.5 feet tall, and they stack on top of each other. That's kind of cool.
I like those. I wonder if you could kind of keep them separated, or if you had to keep them.
Yeah.
Because in the picture, it looks like you could keep them separated, but
it does.
Yeah.
That trio looks like the Three Stooges of Zombieland.
It looks like a circus act.
It sure does.
But look at those eyes. I think it's so cool when you see like a lot of these animatronics, just the eyes and the movement, and hopefully too they don't have that loud clicking noise like Joe said with the witch. That sometimes I think can ruin
it does. Ruins the illusion, ruins, kind of the atmosphere of it all, I think. But
here, look at this guy. A big old troll.
Tumble the Troll, man. Look at that guy.
But again, look at the eyes. I feel like, again, that's something that they are really, really focusing on a lot of these animatronics.
Staring into your soul, of course.
Oh. Here is a Gremlins. You gotta have Stripe. This is really cool. They didn't have it set up, and I really would love to see this set up. So I'm hoping that we'll get to see that shortly.
Yeah, we'll definitely check back too. I know there's going to be a lot of changes and things that kind of evolve here as far as setup. So we'll definitely be in and out to kind of see what's changing.
We also wanted to capture, here are some of those pumpkins, and I did not notice while I was filming this, and then you'll notice here, they have different eyes. They're not all the same. So you had a kind of a smaller one, a medium one, and then there was that really, really large one that we saw earlier. But
yeah, good call on that one. Yeah, right.
Here they had, of course, at this store, they also had, I think the skeletons, that was something I saw at every single store.
Those are super popular this year. I'm seeing that pretty much everywhere now, or at least a variation of it.
She looks like Jigsaw.
Yeah. Let's play a game.
They also had, you know, some yard decor, like kind of that metal art. Here they had, you know, Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of licensed product. Disney was in there.
Yep.
Oogie Boogie. I'll show you. I was kind of ready to pull the trigger. I love these right here for $16. I thought it was $16.98, but it's $16 and some change. And I love this right here. You can put it out, stake it into your yard or your mulch, however you want to. But when I went and actually touched it, they were kind of flimsy, and a lot of them were almost kind of detaching themselves. So I was kind of a little leery of it, but I love those right there, the Charlie Brown. I mean, imagine if you had the Charlie Brown with a big old pumpkin, the Great Pumpkin.
That'd be super cool.
You can make your own setup there.
Sure can.
But yeah, those were pretty great. Here's some more of that big jack-o'-lantern right here. So those I think are going to be the products that you're going to see in every store. It seems like each one had a lot of them. Skeletons right here.
Lots of skeletons too.
Oh yeah, these were $34.98. And they're pretty similar to the ones that I've seen at Menards, which were a little bit cheaper. So if you are looking to save some, kind of for the same product, be aware of the prices if you have maybe at different stores. For those of you that are not familiar with, Menards is a Midwest kind of same thing as Home Depot and Lowe's.
Yeah, pretty similar, but definitely Midwest based.
Here's another one of those archways. I like this one. It was a black cat, 9.5 feet.
That's crazy. 9.5 feet tall. That would superly freak out Binks big time.
Yeah, our little black cat, she probably would not like that. But they had a lot of light up decor. I saw a willow tree here. They had a big spider decor. These were great. They kind of light up the pathway. There's 4 of them in a box, and they didn't make any noise, but you could definitely tell they had that kind of flickering look right there.
So reminds me of Slimer from Ghostbusters, just the orange version with some teeth thrown in.
It does, it does. And I wanted to take a moment just to appreciate the Chucky animatronic boxes. They're separated right here, but when you put them together, it looks like Chucky's face. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
They had here some, it looks like 3 witches. I think they just light up, but they said they're faceless. I'm not sure if they have an audio track. I assume they do, but again, these are all things that we're going to have to see in person. I want to see this.
That's super cool. 9 feet tall. Look at that guy.
And you can change the color. I like that.
That's super cool.
I do like and appreciate the customization of the animatronics this year.
Absolutely.
You can kind of tailor it, because I mean, when you're looking at these, it's not like a small amount of money that you're investing into an animatronic. A lot of them are pretty pricey, and it's great that you can have that customization for that look that you may be wanting to achieve in your home or your area that you want to put these up at.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about creating that atmosphere, and it's nice when they give you a multitude of options to choose from.
Here is like a gargoyle type of, for $99, I think that was the cheapest animatronic that I've seen.
He's pretty big too, though. 5.5 feet. I mean, that's a pretty decent size, and that's not a bad price.
Here's this. Remember those? They had the Christmas ones with the green, and you change it to red.
Yep.
You know, I always think of that when I see these boxes, and maybe they're the same company. I'm not sure, but here now you can have your own Halloween kind of projector. They've had these for a while in different brands and everything, but I like to see one that's dedicated to Halloween.
Yep. And here's our last stop. So again, the skeleton with the pretty cool eyes here, standing tall.
Very tall.
Oh, leprechaun.
He was really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
What did you tell me? You like it when an animatronic is not dinky looking.
Yeah, you know, sometimes some of these newer ones, they make him kind of really like tall and skinny, but this guy's had a little bit more, you know, volume to him. Yeah, he looked a little bit more realistic. Sometimes when they're too skinny like that, it's like, okay, you know, that's thrown on a pipe or a stand. There's really not a whole lot to that. But this guy at least looked a little bit more intact, a little bit more to him, which is cool.
Looked more realistic.
Yeah, I thought so.
Not that the leprechaun really looks realistic, but
no,
you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Look at this dog right here. It's kind of, well, beat up a little bit.
Binks' new playmate.
Oh man. I don't know if she'll like that.
No, I don't think so.
But I mean, it looked very realistic. Again, these are all going to be so cool to see in person once they had like the hookup and you can see the electrical power.
For sure.
Here I wanted to highlight, they had some more skeletons. We saw them at the other stores, But these were cool because they kind of had a different texturized look to them. The eyes were different on them. So yeah, if you're looking for something more than just a plain old skeleton look, you'll definitely want to check out these here too. And they also had the bartender up there, but then here you can also see they had a witch figure as well. That one, I like her orange dress here. I think that looks very cool. Not sure what that one. It's like almost like a little pumpkin, or is it a scarecrow? I've had a hard time
like
saying.
a scarecrow looking guy, yeah.
But check this out right here.
Back and forth, forever and ever. The spirits are riding next to me. Can you see them?
While I think that was a cool idea, I was not really a fan of the rocking horse, the girl's voice. I think she sounds too old to be that little girl.
Yeah, you know, some of these animatronics, I do question sometimes how they pair the voice up with it. You know, it just seems like a disconnect in some cases, and so many missed opportunities, right?
And some are really good. And you're like, man, that really fits perfect. It's just, again, you never know.
Or, you know, maybe they look at hiring Steph and Joe to do some of the voiceover work. It's just an idea there.
Yeah, they heard your Menards jingle on the other video and they said you're hired.
It's got to start somewhere.
Well, let's get back to this. Look at here, the tombstones. I like these. They're very detailed. And, you know, we moved on. You're going to see some great kind of statues here. Look at this little mummy cat.
Oh,
Little black cat playing around. I really like the owl that we're going to see here in a second. These are priced at $39.98.
yeah, not bad price.
No, for the kind of the height that they are, they weren't little or dinky.
No.
And look at they light up here too. At least the owl did, and I think that would look pretty cool at
With
night.
the glowing eyes too, that would definitely look pretty cool lit up.
Yeah. So I think we're going to start to close out the video. We'll show you some more things here. There's some other great licensed products. You're going to see Jack Skellington and some really great decor with the skeletons here.
And these few visits to Home Depot alone don't even do it anywhere near the justice that it deserves, right? They've really stepped up their game with the animatronics, the outside decor this year. Some massive pieces. We will definitely be back to Home Depot to capture more footage, especially as they set up more animatronics. We will definitely be checking in with multiple locations to see exactly what is up and what is present, and bringing you guys all the details as always. So again, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, this channel would not even have taken off without you guys and your viewership and your loyalty. So we appreciate everything that you guys do. And as we head into the weekend, remember guys to always stay spooky.
Trick or treat.